When I was a teenager, choosing my mascara or finding my mascara was as simple as going to Woolworths and looking for the pink and green tube. Nowadays, every brand has several formulations of mascara available. And within each formulation, there are subcategories of waterproof or water resistant. And beyond that, there may even be add ons like, is it a tubing mascara? Is it depositing fibers? So much to choose from. The good news is that typically when we find a mascara that works for us, we stay very loyal to it. And so the decision has been made. But for those who have not yet found the perfect mascara, I want to talk about the things to consider as you decide what to try. You will probably have to try a couple before you find something that's just right, but I want to help narrow it down. I'm Michelle Fox from Michelle Fox Beauty. I've been in the beauty and skincare industry for 25 years, and it is my privilege to help women of all ages, but especially middle age and beyond, to feel and look their beautiful best. And so, one thing that I struggle with is too many options. And I know for a fact that if I weren't in the beauty business and I went anywhere or online in person and was trying to navigate all of the choices when it comes to mascara, it would blow my mind. So I wanted to talk about the things that should be considering. But here's the good news. The best news is that I've created a chart that's going to put all of this information in so that you can just see it at a glance and have that as a resource in the future. So we're just going to have a conversation. You don't have to remember all of it because there's going to be a handy dandy chart at the end. All right. So when you're thinking about mascara, you need to think about your own lashes. Are they long, short, curly, straight? You want to think about the overall look that you're trying to achieve. Do you want natural? Do you want dramatic? Do you want sort of spidery looking lashes or false lash effect? And then you also want to think about the formulation in terms of, are you looking for waterproof? Would you prefer to have something that actually comes off really easily? Sensitive eyes? Those are the big ones, okay? And so we're going to start talking about formulas, the various options that we have. Mascara can either be water-based or oil-based, and that is going to determine how easily it comes off. And so I think we've all heard of waterproof mascara. That needs a makeup remover to get off. It's not going to come off with a typical cleanser. There's also water resistant. Typically, if it's not waterproof, it's going to be water resistant. But even in that category, there's different levels of it. And then there are some that are very easy to remove, and they are designed that way and they are marketed that way. So people that just want a natural look and they don't want any extra steps, they just want it to come off with their cleanser, that's what you would be looking for. Beyond that, we're talking one of the latest things that I've heard, and I haven't tried it yet, but it's the tubing mascara. So once you determine, how do you want it to come off? Now we're going to think about some of these other features, like it can be a tubing mascara that uh, I have a hard time envisioning how this works, but this is what I know. Tiny tubes encase your lashes, and I can imagine that that is a really amazing effect. It's very, very popular right now. I've not yet tried it, like I said. The ones that I had tried probably most recently are fiber depositing, where it literally is depositing fibers on your lashes to make them look denser, thicker, longer, all that good stuff. There are the traditional volumizing, just giving you thicker looking lashes, lengthening, longer lashes, curling. There is such a thing as a curling mascara that actually has polymers that helps hold that curl once you achieve it. And there are mascaras that are specifically to define and separate so that it is like grabbing every little lash that you have and making it show up. So many things. So you have to kind of think about, like I said, what is the effect that you want? And you may not have really thought about it. You're like, I just want a mascara. I don't know. But let's narrow it down this way. If you have really short lashes, then you probably want to opt, it's a little bit obvious, for a lengthening mascara, but also a tubing mascara is going to help those short lashes look longer. If you have really straight lashes, then you want to look for mascara wands that are curved. So, segue. So, not only do you have the different formulations and the different, water resistance, then you've got to consider the brush, the bristles, the wand, brush, bristles, wand. That has an impact as well. As a matter of fact, I would say that it is as important, maybe even more important than the formulation, because whether the bristles are long or short or curved or dense is going to impact how it is deposited on your lashes. All right, so getting back to this. So, short lashes, you want a lengthening, maybe a tubing. Super straight lashes, you want to go for some kind of curling formula, something with a curved wand. Sometimes lengthening mascaras have a curved wand as well. Sparse lashes, meaning that you've pulled some of them out or you've lost some. There, you don't have very many, regardless of whether they're long or short. You want to choose volumizing, something that's going to take the lashes that you have and make them nice and thick, and or a fiber depositing, and that is going to definitely make you look like you have more lashes than you do. And if you have very dense lashes, which don't we all wish we had that, then it's probably to your advantage to use something that's going to define and separate, because you don't want them to clump all together. You've got that nice thick lash look, and so you want to just really define and separate, fan them out, so to speak. So those are a few options to consider. Like I said, then we've got the wand, the bristle, but usually the wand is going to correspond with the formulation. All right. So I mean this. So like I said, a lengthening mascara is probably going to have a curved wand. And so that is going to lengthen, it's going to like coat the lashes all the way to the end and give it a little extra length. And it also has a bit of a curling effect. A really thin, straight wand is great for defining, because it is more precise. And so, something that is, a mascara that is known for definition is going to typically have a thinner wand with shorter bristles. An hourglass wand, so there's kind of like two things. There is the true hourglass, and then there's one that's sort of like a dome. Either one of those, they are great for thickening, for volume. It just has to do with how it's got a variety of lengths, in one wand. And then there are those with a ball tip, and those can help to reach your tiny lashes underneath, so that you're using the length of it for your lashes on top, and then you take the tip and use that for the lashes underneath. Something else to consider is whether they are synthetic hair-like bristles or rubber bristles, and rubber bristles tend to help you avoid clumps. Sometimes I will hear women say that the one and only thing they're looking for is something that isn't clumpy, and so you would want to gravitate toward a rubber bristle wand. And then there are those that have very thick, fluffy bristles, brushes, wands. I don't know which one to call it. It's all of them. And that is going to be great for a very bold look. So it just gives you that wow factor. But like I said, that's going to be paired with. So in other words, you're not going to have a natural looking lengthening mascara with that really thick, fluffy brush that delivers a bold impact. They don't mesh. So the lengthening mascara could be curved, or a defining mascara is going to be like the skinny one. Okay, so they go hand in hand. So as promised, I'm putting all this information into a mascara comparison chart. And if I were you and I were looking for the mascara of my dreams, I would take a highlighter and highlight the aspects that appeal to you, and then the row that has the most highlighted, that's probably winner winner chicken dinner. Okay. So I broke it down like this: formula types: waterproof, water resistant, tubing, fiber depositing, volumizing, lengthening, curling, defining, and separating. There's some overlap there because you're going to have a waterproof that is also fiber depositing, but I had to start somewhere. Waterproof level. So waterproof is high, water resistant, medium, and then some of these, vary, but like the defining and separating tends to be very low. It's usually a thinner water based formula. Going back to the top here, effect. Do you want like a long wear, smudge proof, resistant to light moisture, something that is lengthening and defining or adding drama, thickening, stretching your lashes for a longer look, lifting and holding the curl, or a natural clump free look? And you can start to see how, as you go across, we're putting these things together. So there is something, there's a correlation between the water resistance, the look, and the type of wand slash bristles slash applicator, or whatever else I just said. And so correlating with them, and this isn't, for sure, but this is generally speaking, up at the top, if it's waterproof, high waterproof level, it's long wear, smudge proof, typically that type of wand is going to be dense or possibly curved and or curved. But here's the best part. Then I give you some brand examples, some popular examples that have those features. L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Waterproof Mascara is a recommendation. When you click, just one click on the chart in the blog, it will take you to a shopping site where you can find all of these mascaras easily. If you right click, you should be able to download this chart and save it so that you can keep it for future reference. So I'm not going to read through all of it because I know you can read, but I hope that you find this handy and helpful. For me, like I said, too many choices are not my friend. I struggle with that big time. So I really like somebody to kind of point me in the right direction. Like, what am I looking for? Help me narrow it down. And so I hope that you find this helpful. We're coming up on National Lash Day, which is February 19th. So I thought this would be an appropriate topic for this week's blog. If you have any questions or comments, if you want to add some things that I forgot, like maybe you're thinking, wait a minute, what about this kind of mascara? Let me know and I'll update my chart. I appreciate you watching. And if you have not yet subscribed to Michelle Fox Beauty, it only takes a moment. If you got something out of this video and somebody else comes to mind, I would love it if you would give it a thumbs up and then send it their way so they can benefit from it as well. So, that being said, I appreciate your time and attention, and I look forward to chatting with you again next week.